2 episodes, but today I want to talk about when change is really painful and it feels too hard, when change hurts. So the first thing I want you to do is be mindful of the pain. Don't try to minimize it. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to rationalize it, excuse it, justify it, push it aside. Don't try to push it aside, especially. Be aware and prepared for the fact that dealing with a painful change, no matter what it is, will bring feelings of loss and sadness, sometimes depression, a myriad of emotions. They're all normal and they're all yours, and embrace them. Now, what I'm going to say with all of these steps will be ways that you can use these ideas to prepare for those, so that even if you're caught off guard by the actual event, you're not caught off guard by how to handle it. I'll tell you, this was a big step for me because for years I was so adept at stuffing my feelings and stuffing my emotions because I was worried about or caring for other people that I just ignored myself. I mean, it just wasn't even a concept. Pat, how are you doing? Fine. That was my go-to response. So be mindful of the pain. Have a support team of friends. I remember when I had gotten some devastating news about someone close to me that rocked my world. I was angry at that person. I was angry at God. I was pretty much a walking, seething hot mess. But then I remember that Bible story, and I don't know if you're familiar with it, of the paralytic, the paralyzed person who wanted to see Jesus and believed he could be healed, and he couldn't get close to him. So he had 4 friends and put them, I guess, on a blanket, and they took the 4 corners of it, and they literally climbed the roof and lowered him through the roof of the house where Jesus was staying so that Jesus would see him and heal him. And I adapted that story for myself. I realized I was not in a position. I just didn't want to pray, even though I realized that, God knew what was going on and could heal me and handle this. And so I enlisted the help of 4 friends, literally 4 friends, because as I asked them to pray for me, I pictured them holding one corner of the blanket and lowering me down. And by lowering me down to Jesus, it was when they would be praying for me. So they weren't necessarily doing it together, but they were part of my prayer team. Get to know yourself. Who are you? What are your interests? What do you like to do? What do you want to do? How do you see yourself walking through this situation? What would be your ideal resolution to whatever the issue or problem was? A way that you can prepare for that, how you can get started, is to start journaling. And as you write, ask yourself, pretend you're interviewing yourself, and ask yourself questions. Start real basic. What do you like to do? What's your favorite song? What's a childhood memory that makes you happy? What's a sad childhood memory? Like, pretend you're introducing yourself to yourself, a new person, and start doing that. And then, believe me, it'll grow. But I want to just pause here for a moment before I wrap this up and tell you that I realize sometimes the strategy isn't enough. You might be going through something that's particularly difficult right now, and any one of these solutions kind of feels like a Band-Aid on a broken arm. Thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions at all, of course, reach out to me. And I encourage you to pick up the PDF of Times Transitions I forget the name of it. Times and Transitions. PDF, the link is in the description and in the show notes. So until next week, have a great week, and tell me if you've tried one of these strategies, because I'd love to hear from you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.